Miss Connolly, please wait. All right. Jay, which I will have released before this, just made a stir-fry video. And I can't allow that. I can't allow Jay to make a very nice stir-fry. I have to come in and just fucking crush him. So, it's 11:38 at night. I woke up from a nap about an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. You shouldn't sleep. Oh, don't nap, ever. I'll do more editing than he did. No. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set up some rice. If I can get under here. Come on, yeah. And the best rice. Pressure cooker rice, and I don't know why that is. It's just a fact. All right, just a fact. So I use Super Lucky Elephant jasmine rice. I put it in this 3-gallon thing, and I always make too much, but I usually, certainly, I'm gonna have too much stir fry for one person in one sitting. Cover the bottom of that. Nice. All right, good. Let's get some more rice. I'm on to blends now. It's gotta be blend. Now I've got these things that I found at my local Giant. So we've got orzo and sushi rice. And we're just going to enhance the current rice. Just a little bit of color. And then the sushi rice really makes, I like a nice sticky rice. So just going to enhance that rice mix. Just a bit. Just enough. So that I could say, Zeos did this his first. He's better. Okay. Calm down. Try not to turn my head so violently. Need some butter. You could just put oil in there if you want. It just helps the rice from sticking to itself. But if can butter, do butter. And a little bit of non-iodized salt. Just a smidgen. This is going to absorb everything you put in there, you'll be eating. So now, yeah, I'm going to put filtered water. Rice is basically water with some shit in it. So you may as well use good water. How much water? I usually go 3-to-1 water. A little more. Again, I like a sticky rice. If you like a rice kernel that you put in your mouth, rice grain, put in your mouth, and it's just like, oh, this tastes like there's rice in my mouth, then it's not me. Clean. That's set to rice. And it'll finish when it gets to pressure. It'll be 12 minutes at pressure. Make sure the valve is closed. And then it'll just stay on warm. So rice is taken care of. That was fast. Now we're going to concern ourselves with vegetables. I got these 2 sad-ass peppers. Oh, they're so sad. And Jay was like, I don't even like green peppers. They're too bitter. Fuck! Green peppers are the foundation of what I grew up on because we were poor as shit. So, all my cutting boards are dirty. Excellent. This is going to be great. I cleaned the stove. I didn't clean the cutting board. Now I need prep things. I'm not going to show you the entire cutting of the vegetables. His was 30 minutes long because of that. Actually, you know what? Rinse these off before I start because they've been sitting out on the counter. So I've got all the colors of the rainbow that are available. And I could have bought new green ones, but I got to get rid of these old green ones. I'm going to have to bring some of this stir fry to my friend tomorrow. Because I'm going to have way too much. Way too much, man. Too much, too much. Okay. I just want to see what the inside of this looks like on camera. And you see how it's not like cutting that? Whoop. The Alton Brown method is the superior method, I've figured out. Where you get the angle right and you can either use that or you go 5 times, 4 times, 3, 2, 1. Cultural attaché to Greece. And now it's sharp. And that'll only work, he says, once a week. If I use my knives more, I'd probably do it once a week. Well, this is literally just not going to work the way I usually do it. You people have seen me cut peppers before, I think. But then again, there's new people. It's a whole new channel. So I'm going to assume everything's reset. No one's seen me do anything and I have to teach you all again. It's probably a good way to do it. Plus, I'm sure my methodologies differ from J or M. There's a little baby pepper in here. I just killed the baby pepper. I should just be able to do that. He will learn. I gotta rinse these off. Alright, I'm gonna do the same for all these peppers. In fact, here's a nice yellow one, which is brand new. And we'll just do this. Pop. So, watch me chop peppers instantly. Ready? And onions. I mean, you can figure out how to cut an onion, right? And I've got 1 white one and 3 yellow. And for this, I'm probably going to do a whole white and a whole yellow. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, the pressure cooker reached its full pressure like before I was even done cutting the peppers. So there's 8 minutes left on the clock. Which means that rice will be done way before I'm ready for it. Always break up your onions by hand, because you're going to sit there smashing them with a wooden spoon like an idiot. Because I've done it. I've seen my videos and I'm like, you know what, I could probably just do this and then rinse my hands off and it'll be fine. So I do that. Now that's all the peppers and 1 onion. And I'm going to leave it at 1 onion, even though I would love to have more than 1 onion. Because the place I'm going to be cooking it is in my wok, which, here, let me extract the wok without dying. Okay. This wok is legit made in Japan. You know how I know that? Because I bought it in Japan. I stole something from a store with a little piece of steak that looks super real. I'm like, I have to have this. And I'm like, well, I got to compensate by buying a $70 wok in this store and then taking it on a plane. Bring it back. I don't think I had this in my carry-on. I'm pretty sure I packed it. And it's got these little nibbies. I don't know what you'd call them. It's like it's like reverse golf ball texture. And it's good for keeping the food from sticking, and it's got a decent weight to it. It is carbon steel, so it's not like my cousin's stainless steel one is way too heavy. And look at that handle. What brand? Pearl Life. That's all it says is Pearl Life, and it's got real wood, and it's got a nice... Okay. And I'm not cooking it here, because this is electric, and that sucks. So, you and I will put on our coats. It's 32 degrees out at midnight. We're going to throw in my goddamn 30,000 BTU gas burner in the back. We're going to cook these up. But first, we're going to prep for actual meat. Now, my cousin used shrimp. I'm honestly allergic to shellfish, even though I can eat, like, clams and stuff. I don't understand how that works. But I'm not going to argue, because I like linguine and clam sauce. I have a steak defrosted. And I told you I want to make steak. What's it called? But I think that's a little bit... That seems like a waste of a steak. If I'm going to have steak, it's just going to be steak. For the sake of steak. For the steak... Oh, hold on. In case I don't do another video. Hold that. Look at this carrot. Alright, I bought this aromatics thing for making soup. I'm not making soup. I saw this carrot, and I'm like, I must possess you, carrot. Does no one have a fucking clue how big this carrot is? Here's my normal drinking cup, and here's a carrot. Here's a carrot that can't even fit in my normal drinking cup. It's a potato. Someone's bread, carrot, potatoes. Carrot, Chewbacca? Tastes like a carrot. Alright, now. Alright, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the rest of the stuff. I don't even know what that is. With that, it's turnip, I think. Carrot. Had to buy that. Just to possess its power. Alright. So I've got chicken. Pan's going to be in the way now. I've got chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs, and boneless chicken breasts. And I'm probably going to... Normally, if I was cooking inside, right here, what I would do is I would take both of these, take one or two out, put them in a pan, get a nice sear on them so they're sort of cooked, pull them out, cut them thin, then actually cook the rest of it. But since I'm doing this outside in the cold, which I've now promised on camera and can't go back on, that means I gotta butcher these a little bit. Heinz 57. Sunny D, bro! Give me that great drink. Alright, so it doesn't matter if there's peppers and stuff on here. And I'm going to use... I feel like if I use the same knife over and over and over again, it's like, why do you have 5 knives then? That are just different shapes. Nice and clean. So here's a cheap slicer. For cutting raw stuff, I think this is going to be fun. I don't pull out the good one, the Kobe one. And there's an argument whether you go, it shouldn't matter whether you go forward or backwards, because the things you're standing up are so microscopic that just agitating them is what's doing that. I'm also going to need Ziploc bags to put away the extra chicken. Do I mix them together? Yeah, I'm lazy and cheap. I'm probably going to just do, for that amount of stuff, look at that carrot, 1 breast and 2 thighs. So let's surgically extract. Yeah, put it there. Whoop. Maybe 3 thighs. These are real tiny. And I'm going to strip the fat off of them. You don't want to have stir fry with a fat. 2 or 3, guys. 2 or 3, guys. Come on. Oh, that's a tiny one. 3 if I use a little tiny one. Okay, so now I've got... I'm thinking about stopping the camera, but this is important. This is the stuff you're going to be doing. And I don't know if you want to mix your breasts and thighs. I've not made stir fry with thigh meat, which is why I'm making it half with thigh meat. That's a big breast. Jennifer Connelly again. Oh God! She had reductions. It's terrifying. Oh, that would be like the worst plague. Just everyone gets breast reductions. Now I'm gonna have chicken, so I'm just gonna freeze that chicken. I don't label it or anything. It's more exciting if you don't label anything. So now we'll cut up, and I'm gonna probably want to put the cut up chicken on something to add to that, because I'm gonna go out there with a wok. Go out there with a wok, and I guess I could just use spray pan. I don't need a lot of oil. Probably gonna take this. I mean, the issue with cooking like right outside, I know it's like out the door and left and then right. It's just, that's already done. It's gonna go on low now and sit there. The issue is I have to bring things in and out. Oh man. There's a lot of unwanted fat on here. There's wanted fat and there's unwanted fat, and this is definitely the latter. Nice and sharp. My sister also did a fridge tour video, which she tore mine apart and was all like, I'm a bitch because I hate Steve's shit. But, she had reasons to dislike my fridge. It was a goddamn disaster. I was just buying things for that party forever, for a week. I hate when the fat is hard to get to. Doesn't matter, I guess, if I cut it and then cut it again, because I'm stir frying. So it's all going to be this size anyway. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to have to find some copyright-free music. I hate cooking without music playing, but I can't risk not being able to monetize the video. That would suck. What would pay for my aromatics? My oyster aromatics! I should use that onion, too. Okay, we've got... like that size. Like, I don't know, if you cut your thumb in half, just slice your thumb right in half. There's a grain on chicken, by the way, and if you can follow it and cut against it, that's probably best. 1, 2, 3. That's just hanging off. So that's 4. I'm going to cut up that, and I'll cut up one of these, and then I'll stop again, because I want this video to not be 12 hours long. Wish they would get their copyright shit together so I could play any music and they could just, you know, take a portion of it from me. See, here's we've got the grain this way. So now I'm going to cut strips this way. Long, big strips. This has got a lot of fatty sinew and stuff. Cut angled under that. In half. That's fine. Ooh, I'm also gonna... I almost forgot. Damn it. That would suck. Since I want to be better than Jay Cooks' I bought baby corn and some mushrooms. We're gonna go full fuck. Full hog. Full fuck hog. Now, I'm not going to separate... This whole piece might be a waste. I'm not going to separate... I'll make a cat stir fry. You watch. I could hear her just licking her lips at me. Like, what are you doing? Gotta get out the baby corn. Gotta get out the mushrooms. Gotta get out the baby corn. Gotta get out the mushrooms. Gotta get out the baby corn. God, this is a mess. Thighs are always harder to deal with. Like a little bit of fat's fine, but you don't want to have giant... You don't want to take a bite of something and have it just be fat. Unless it's Kobe, where that is fully legal and accepted. Put a cat hair on this? That's yours. How did it even get here? I've never had a cat hair on here when I'm cooking. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta wash my hands, so let me just finish this. I don't like looking at this side, so I'm gonna cut this side. And pretend that side doesn't even exist. I'm gonna cook stir fry at 1 a.m. outside in January. It's still January. Up, down, down. You want to lick the cutting board and get salmonella? You don't even know that guy. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the camera. I know I should use soap. Alright, I'll use fucking soap, alright? Especially for chicken. My hands are just, I'm feeling, I'm going to be outside in a second. Just doing things in 30-degree weather, and it's going to suck with wet hands. I need to install one of those hand dryers. Alright, so behind the extra water, behind the lettuce is what I'm looking for. Baby corn, which I guess I'm going to use all the baby corn. I mean, nah, it's a lot of baby corn. And I'm probably going to use half the mushrooms. Since I have steak, I'll use half the mushrooms, because the other half the mushrooms I'm going to just throw in the pan with steak. and I use half the baby corn, and I could put these in soup or throw them at the cat for fun, or... That's what Jay's missing. A dog. Don't let someone's girlfriend hear that. Shit. My little strainer's here filled with... Oh, it's empty apparently. Okay, that's great. Hold half the corn, dump the other half of the corn. I'll deal with this stuff later. I don't think it's going to go tremendously bad. I'm not even going to cut these up. Alright, it's time to brainstorm now. It's cold, I'm outside. Shit, I forgot to bring out... Bleh. I have this Japanese white soy, which I actually tried on the... What's it called? It was pretty good. Oh, you know what I could do? I need to put this in something. This needs to be in a thing. Shit again! The steak's on it. Steak leaking. No, okay. If the movement bothers you, watch Food Network. It's heavy. Yeah, I definitely have to start giving away. I should just be I should film all of these at like a homeless shelter. So I can get stabbed. Alright. Nothing just happened, it's fine. Let's season the meat. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm solving my own problems as we go. Step 1, season the meat. This way I can just go out there and I don't have to add anything to the actual overall. Since any drippings and stuff will stay here. What I'm seasoning this with. I'm gonna probably want to go out there and throw that in there. I'm gonna stir fry it. It's gonna need salt on that kosher. So if I season this just like a lot, I could actually even do like olive oil's got too low a smoke point. It'd be regular oil, which I keep here for. This is gonna be interesting now, because now I'm trying to sort of make packages. Like if the U.S. Army said, okay, we'll rip the top off this, pop it in the pan, it's done. Seasoning's there, oil's there. So here, same thing. I got my little fork. Spread this out so I get a nice even coverage of what I'm about to do. Nothing is done yet. Why are you sitting there? I've made salads and she's just like sitting there like yelling at me like, give me a salad. Oh, so I put my red pepper flakes in an IKEA grinder, which I'm not sure if I could find this online except for on IKEA. And it's just, there are naysayers. They were like, why'd you do that? I just like red pepper flakes. Because here's my reason. You take it out of a thing, and I couldn't fit the other second one in here. And you go to sprinkle it, and you get like that clump. Like if you put it on pizza, you'll get it like right there in that fucking spot, and everything else has got nothing. And then you're like, well, if I add more to make it even, I'm just gonna have too much red pepper. This does add more surface area, which makes it more flavorful, and look at the portion control and position control of that. See, Slate, you gotta learn. You gotta learn that I'm better than you. That's how you do it. Whee! Okay, so now I got a nice spice to it. Now the Japanese white soy has no like drizzle head or anything. I should probably figure out an alternate bottle for this. It doesn't squeeze, so I can't put a hole here. I'm just gonna... It's too big for even for my thumb. This sucks. I can't fix this. Maybe a spritz bottle. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 fingers and try to. There you go. It's burning my fingertips. I must have a fucking paper cut. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is. Having no color makes you think that it's not doing anything, but holy God. I would lick my fingers, but I want to taste food later. Okay. And of course, I gotta do salt again. Everything needs salt. Even my cousin said you gotta have... Salt is a flavor enhancer. It brings out flavors. I don't need pepper. I got red pepper. I got this done. I got that done. I'm probably going to... I'm trying to avoid bringing anything out. The rice has been done for 10 minutes, by the way, so I probably should have not. Baby corn. Oh. Baba corn. All this is just going in all at once. It's just going to be a goddamn disaster. So my wok's not that big. It's a pretty big wok. It's going to be on a high heat, but it's not that big. This is a lot of stuff for one wok, and I normally would pussy out right about here if I was just making it on my own. This is all pre-washed, but there's not pre-washed. It's dirt as shit. So here, I want that many. That's literally not even going to wash away because it's just a dirt clump. Just enough. Mushrooms are good. If you don't like mushrooms, and I know a friend who's like, no man, it's fungus. You better eat that shit. I'm whatever. Yes, it is a fungus. And yes, it's sort of weird how they grow it. And it's sort of like odd that we like it as a people. But I don't like the flavor of mushroom as much as I like the fact that it's a sponge. And whatever flavor I throw at it, it keeps. It just holds on to it. So this is going to go in this, and it's going to absorb the flavors of butter and chicken and hot pepper and... Dry out, you bitch. Here's what I'm going to do. Take the baby corn. And take the mushrooms. Put that in this. Now my cousin actually brought up a really interesting thing in his video, which I will adopt. Is he doesn't put garlic in first and then brown the garlic and then add the things, because he's right, it does fuck things up. Garlic will burn, and if it's in there first, it's in there longest, then it'll burn. So what I'm going to do... Oh, that's fucking garlic. Oh, a little garlic in my thing. I'm going to put it in that one. I'm going to throw that in first. I don't want to put butter in because this will be real hot. I'm just like, can I put butter in this? Is there butter available in any of this? So here. This is, I have no idea if this system's going to work or if it's just going to be a goddamn disaster. The lazy system. So here's my things that I'm bringing outside. I'm going to throw this in first, get the corn and the mushrooms cooking. Oh, and that carrot, it's so bad. It's like a can of Coke that you could eat. I don't need this. I shouldn't need any other seasonings. Seasonings should be done. I'm going to drop this in the wok first. Get the wok up to heat. I should probably take off my pajama pants. Although, why would I do that? This is fun. Meat can't go last. Should I do the meat first? Meat first. Get it seared up. Then pull it out. Do this stuff. Then put it back in. How big is this wok? These are the things you're going to have to... See, it's nearly like this size. So that's a full thing. So it's not going to have a lot of room. I may have made too much, considering I'm alone. But I don't understand how to cook for less than like 4 people. I'm Italian. This is what happens. This is why Italians get fat. It was like, oh, how much you making? I don't know, like 2 chickens? Because, you know, in case, you know, there's guests at midnight. In case guests comes in, I get, you know, whatever. All right. I'm going to go get the barbecue set up, and then I'll come back. I'm going to take my wooden spatula just in case. Ew. Okay. Go in my pants pocket. Let's watch Chewbacca eat. I shouldn't have to come in with anything else or come out. And I was trying to think of a way to mount a camera to my, or a light to my head. That ain't gonna work. This lovely Mitsubishi table. All right, meat first, I think. But first, we're gonna get this wok hot. Now, again, that's low. And that is murder your fucking eyes hot. Put that there. It shouldn't even need to heat up. I mean, really. cool looking. That is severe. I'm gonna put it in this tray without a liner. God, that is so strong. There's like an inch of space between the burner and the flame. Keep things moving. I can tell it's cold out here. Look, it's actually heating up the steel bars. Okay. Mushrooms. Get that oil out. I may have to lower this to like normal. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out too and toss it all back in at the end. Hope for the best. Just hold it up here. This barbecue thing was $100 at Costco after the season. Oh man. Actually, this is not the right thing for this. Oh God. Alright, well that chicken's gone. That chicken's not. Here we go. Get a little oil off. Gonna need this. I'm hitting it with a wooden spoon still. I build a house in the future. I gotta have a gas service enough to like do this indoors. This is like twice as much food as like this should be half this amount. Or else, you know. The fire's good. I don't have the wrist strength for that yet. Jesus. To jerk off more. There's a little bit of liquid flowing. Lost the pepper. Didn't lose the pepper doing this, lost the pepper just stirring it. So I'm gonna put everything back in the wok and then finish it all. And it's gonna be very full. Hoping to reduce this down a little more before I start that. I'll be back in 4 minutes. Honestly, that was about 4 minutes. Okay, things I gotta take back inside. Garbage. Lighter can go in my pocket because I need to start my barbecue. Lower that to cook. If you can't constantly move it, you gotta lower it. And this is just too much stuff. I need it to settle down now. definitely done. By the way, I can't smell a thing out here. Sure they can though. That's all businesses, they don't care. I'm gonna try to cut one of these pieces of chicken in half and then lose it. I'm not Justin, I don't have murder fingers. Oh, that's cooked. Alright. I'm gonna shut it off from the thing so it doesn't leave gas in the lines. Boom. Off. I can almost cover that right now, but I'm not going to. Come back out later and cover that. Oh. Perfect Brick is holding the door. Thank you, Perfect Brick. You do a good job. Some of you may know Perfect Brick. He's a star. An internet phenomenon. Okay. This is real hard to hold up, by the way. Ow. Aromatics, you gotta move. Oh, Jesus. It's been 33 minutes, by the way, since this finished. There's no more pressure in it. Take that out, because for some reason the starter, even though it's sparking right in my eyes, doesn't start that barbecue burner. Shake it off, baby. Shake it off. Oh, man, that thing really hurts your wrist doing the flip. That might be my exercise program. I'm going to lose a bunch of weight flipping a wok. Got to work at a Chinese restaurant. Or Taiwanese or any of those countries. That's chickeny. I'm going to shut off the heat on this because it'll just melt the rice. Any water. Shake back in there. There's no hot parts to melt the table. I do want to stir it, however. See this? Let me show you what I'm talking about. That's perfect rice. Yeah. You can see it's just oh, boom. That's what I want to see in my rice. Oh yeah. Oh, you just noticed the glass backstop? I'm a civilized, cultured person, even though you could see the grime behind it. I try to clean it with bleach. I have to clean it with sandpaper. I can pull this off. IKEA. It's like 20 bucks. And it's just got these little things that you screw out and you screw in and you screw. It's pretty good. I want to eat now. I did start this because I was hungry. It would be nice if I finished it when I'm hungry. So let's do rice. I like my rice. And now, I noticed on Justin's stir fry video, he didn't eat it in front of you. He tried a little bit of it maybe somewhere along the line, but he didn't just like eat it. And I want to make sure I get light and dark meat. That's definitely dark meat. And it may not look as pretty, and I certainly didn't follow all the health and safety guidelines. The fuck? Baby corn first. Peppers are good. It's a pretty thick piece of chicken. Cooked. Little oily. Little oily. Could use a little less oil in there. I was just worried it was all going to stick, but the wok's designed not to have it stick, especially when it's that hot. So less oil than I used. Let's try the dark meat. Perfectly cooked. That's what I'm going to use for stir fry from now on. Because of that rice. Look at all the drippings. Ah, the little burnt pieces in there. Oh, fuck Chinese food, man. You want some chicken? Or white meat for her. Come here. Let her smell it. Hit her in the face with it so she licks her lips. And then put it down. She needs to taste it. She'll be stupid. She'll just like smell it. Or you have to hit her in the face with it. Which enables her to lick it. Which then says, oh, I do want to eat this. And then she'll bother you a little bit. Alright. Success. Not a lot of heat from that red pepper. Probably got burned off. Oh yeah. That's all oil. So I could drain this, which is what I'm probably going to do, and store the rest of it. For now though, it's good. What other flavors would I like to see in this? Like more. I need to put soy sauce in the whole dish and not just the meat. Maybe just add some. Fucking. I want to drain that oil first. I don't want to waste this. Alright, this is a success. It's probably longer than his video because I stood up there just barbecuing, well, walking. But I'm happy with this, other than the oil. Oil's got to be cut down. The rice is excellent. Let's try this on its own. More chicken? I'm going to go feed my cat more chicken.